Hello and welcome to Squad Ops One Life Events. I am bcarr, bringing you Operation Halberd, and I'm not alone this evening. I have a guest commentator in the second seat. Got Blackbeard. How you doing, man?
Oh man, you're never alone when you're playing squad ups, my dude. I'm pretty good. Quite excited about today. Actually, it's an interesting op. I was actually going to schedule to command this, but I pulled out last minute, so still keen to see from the eye in the sky view how this plays out.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how it goes. We've got a Al-Basra operation. It's been a hot minute. And usually the only Al-Basra operation I can recall usually ends up being Grinder. And I have chills in my spine every time that happens.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that one does stick out. I think there's a lot of potential in this layer, though. Just there's the mix between open desert, the small little villages, the suburbs, and then straight into the city proper, especially around the mosque area. There's a lot of verticality to the map, a lot of big open spaces you've got to cross. It's a real challenge, I think, for SLs, particularly FTLs, to work out, okay, how do you actually traverse this battle space? Not an easy map to move across.
And on top of that, you know, it's the switch. It's what gets a lot of people. It's you're in open terrain, you're in open terrain, you're not in open terrain anymore. So it's the mindset of that
absolutely
changing is, I think, the bigger shock to a lot of people. I mean, I don't know how many times I end up just, you know, getting fragged because I'm not looking up in certain places when I come to the city side or anything like that. But we've got Operation Halberd. Halberd is a British versus INS operation. British forces are tasked with destroying a INS roadblock, which was sort of randomly generated from a list. They have 6 different locations that the INS will be having the roadblock, and they get to start at that roadblock. British forces, however, are starting at Maine. British forces have a... Oh, let me check here. Whoop. Okay, just wanted to make sure I got something up. Stream title? Yeah, I know. The stream title's gonna be messed up. Don't worry about it. Just ignore it. It's in the top right-hand corner. I got it. I know it. It's fine. Anyway, leadership. You might be... actually, you don't hear it because I haven't turned command comms on yet. But we have Xbit running British round 1. With Phoenix, Aethel, Oddball, and Vindication as his squad leads. For INS, we have Dorf commanding Silas, Godzilla Pro. He's shortened his name to God for some reason. It's a cool meme. Sethers and BVD Runner. Those are going to be the squad leads for Dorf. For loadouts. Oh, sorry, Blackbeard. I didn't mean to step over.
No, I was just going to say, I mean, often a lot of these things make or break with those, and the leadership teams at the top level. I think it's quite interesting today. It's fairly balanced, I think. Obviously, Expert and Dorf are pretty competent commanders, to say the least. And you got some standouts in the SLs. Phoenix, Oddball, for one, actually. He's really impressed me with how he SLs. I know he's a priority target for commanders if they get to pick their guys. So some strong guys on that side. No slouches on Dorf's team either. Silas is great. Sethers, I love having as an SL, so should be good.
Yep, some common names here, some less common names showing up, doing some squad leading for the first time in a little bit, so it's good to see them. While we got that taken care of, let's go ahead and figure out what actually is going to be happening with kits. British kits. Each squad has 2 LMGs, 1 LAT, and 1 medic, and their platoon has 8 engineers. Oh my gosh, 2 mini machine guns, a hat, and crewmen as needed. They'll need the crewmen because they got a couple of FV-432s. They got a different name. I think they're called Bulldogs.
Yeah, the APCs, effectively.
Yeah. I think that's what they're called, Bulldogs.
Yeah, the technical. The British Army has a very weird way of naming all of its stuff, where it's like a string of 6 letters and numbers that don't make any sense to anyone.
Well, I mean, you know, it's gotta be organized and proper. Period.
Yeah, I mean, the Americans get it right? They go, "What's this? It's the Mark 1." Okay, which one in the series was that? Number 1. Easy peasy. From the British, it's like, here's the year of adoption. Here's what this means. It's just like you give up after 3 letters, you know.
Well, year of adoption. I mean, with all that stuff, it's, you know, it's pretty standard. Insurgents, on the other hand, have a little bit more limited kit selection. Each squad has an LMG, a LAT, a raider, and a medic. Plus, their platoon has 1 heavy anti-tank and 2 sappers. So, mine action, IED action is happening. They also get 2 logistical technicals for a thing called the roadblock. The roadblock is going to have 3 drum walls. Oh, and this is interesting. Getting a, this is different. Everyone is up on the HESCOs looking down on command. Something tells me we're going to get a crash course in how to clear a room in a building.
First rule of Fight Club.
On the British forces here.
Comms.
And here we go. We're getting
underneath
right here.
We're getting a demonstration now.
Opposite of him.
Yeah.
Good shit. Alright guys, listen up. We're doing a crash course in CQC. Super fucking basics. We're doing an entire 2-hour course in like 6 minutes here or less. Alright. Super simple stuff. You've probably seen it in a fucking video game or movie before. None of this is going to save your life 100% of the time. It's just going to make it so when we're breaching buildings, it's not one dude in a corner killing of us as we enter, okay? Let's say this is a courtyard or a compound, has one of those wide arches, right? You've seen them before. They're all over El Bazar. It has a big fucking little archy doorway. Vindication and I are going to stack up on one side, okay? Vindication's behind me. Let's say the wall is deeper, right? We have options here so that both of us don't get schwacked, or at minimum we take away their defender's advantage. I have one of 2 options. I'm either going to button hook immediately in, and Vindication's going to sprint and cover the other corner where Ethel is, or back up, Vin. I'm going to go in immediately, sprinting into Ethel. Vindication's going to button hook and get the guy behind. Alright, another option. Let's say we're coming from 2 different ways. Vindication, stay there. I'm over here. We have another set of options. We can either cross or button hook. We can both button hooks. Vindication, go ahead and button hook. Both coming in, covering the corners at the same time. Or coming back. We can both cross. This is us going at the same time. I'm getting the one on the opposite side. Vindication's is coming in. Imagine this exact same thing, but with 4 people, right? Vindication and I are covering the deep corners. That's the ones that are hard to see. That's where, or the dark corners where Oddball and Ethel are. So we're coming in here. Vindication's coming in, covering the other one. The other set of people are getting the wide corners. So they're following us and they're getting the ones that are deep right here. Anyone have any questions?
Probably do run the rabbit.
So there's, yeah, literally 2 terms, cross and button hook, right? Button hook is literally just this little hook that you're doing. And then cross is when we do when across. Couple key things to remember. Don't clog the fatal funnel, right? When you're breaching these buildings, a lot of the times the reason we see people die is because the first guy runs in, sees a guy, gets scared, or tries to react. He's sitting in the doorway, he gets shot. When instead, if he had just sprinted through, maybe that front guy still is going to die, but at least the rest of his platoon or the rest of his squad gets to follow him in and fuck the dude who just killed him. But if you come in one at a time, or trickling, right, you're all going to die. Alright, we're going to do another one. Everyone get on the HESCOs on the west.
I'll be the target.
I'll wait for people to come over.
Strike mate, you there?
Alright, this is called a corner-fed room. It's called a corner-fed room because the door entering the room is in the corner, therefore it is a corner-fed room. In a corner-fed room, let's say this comes out just a little bit, right? Let's say the sandbag jutted out, whatever, like 1 foot further east. If I'm right here, I can check that corner, right? Just by virtue of the fact that I can see a full-grown man, there's not enough room for a full-grown man to hide in that corner, we can confirm that that corner is clear. What we can't confirm is if there's someone in that corner over there. This wall is tall, I can't see Aethel, and, you know, maybe I think he's... We're gonna do something called running the rabbit in order to kill Aethel. Alright, so... Who do I have here? Vindication, you're gonna run the rabbit, and I'm gonna do the button hook, okay? Non-live fire. And remember, Aethel doesn't know we're coming. Right? If Aethel's the INS, he hears a ton of footsteps around, gunfire's going off, he's oblivious to the fact. Besides, the last thing that his SL told him was hold that door, kill whoever comes in. Alright, Vindication, make sure you have enough room to get... Alright, 3, 2, execute. Immediately into the corner. So right now, Aethel's going to be traversing his gun left to right as he tries to kill Vindication. Maybe he does kill Vindication, but there's no way he's killing Vindication, his gun's facing that right corner, and he's killing me when I'm right here. Does everyone understand that?
I literally don't have time.
Consider for a moment that if an enemy is running away from you, right, close to far, he's got his back to you, it's easy to kill him because you've got your shot lined up. No matter what his distance is, your gun's going to stay in the same place. But if he's running away from you left to right, you have to traverse your gun, and it's much harder to traverse your gun all the way back after shooting Vindication. We're going to try one live one for shits and giggles, and then we're going to get moving.
I'm gonna...
Vindication, you want to be the rabbit or you want to do the shooter?
Rabbit.
You want to be the rabbit, understood. Alright, on you.
Kill them all, Aethel.
Holds. So Vindication there probably would have died because I was a bit slow on the follow, but Aethel is not going to kill 5 people who enter this room, which I'm sure all of you have seen happen in an operation before. Communication is going to be important here, guys. Before you breach, right, you can call it out. Say, hey, we're going to button hook. Hey, we're going to run the rabbit. Hey, we're going to cross. Last thing to remember, do not die with frag rounds in your inventory. Let your fragmentation kill things in the room before you even enter. Or as Assault says it, kill everything in the room you can kill before even entering. Any questions?
A short reminder, maybe? The enemy can hear when you pull the pin on the grenade. Make sure that there's someone covering you when you pull the pin. Because one reflex they can have is jump out of the building and screw you over. Make sure that you have security when you pull the pin.
So what you're going to do there is...
make sure you're saying...
Go ahead, Al.
Also, make sure you're saying that you're fragging, because you could all be pulling out frags, and that's not good. You need to have security, like Aethel says. You need to make sure
so
there's not
what
multiple
you're
grenades.
You're going to approach the door. You're going to say, my gun is up. I am holding the door. Fire team lead or whoever, please chuck a nade in. It's that simple. I'm holding the door. Aethel, nade it. Aethel's going to say, I have no nades. I'm going to say, fine. Tell me when your gun is on the door. Aethel's got his gun on the door. Alright, I'll nade. Alright, that's our crash course, 6 minutes in CQC. Any last question?
Are we not getting a brief?
Good shit. Yeah,
you're getting a
we got
brief.
time.
All right, here we go. Expert now briefing.
Taking extra time. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you, Phoenix, for putting that on. It's important for you guys because we're going to be doing a lot of this in this operation. It's Al-Basra. There's a lot of windows, multiple stories. It's a 3-dimensional environment. So like was mentioned, let the fragmentation do the work for you. There's no reason why one of you can save your frag while the other one throws in the room so that when you get to the next room, you can use your buddy's frag. We have ammunition available, bags on the ground, trucks, infantry fighting vehicles. There's no reason for why you guys can't use your fragmentation to breach these rooms. If you're fairly certain a guy is in the room, engineers, just fucking blow up the whole building. Have the fire team fall back, blow up the building. We're going to take this very slow and methodical. They've picked, or they've been assigned roadblock 4, which is just east of Courtyard on the main drag there. I'm going to mark it from there to about right there. We're going to approach from possibly the gas station or the Oasis fountains down here. We're probably going to approach from Fox 9, that courtyard. We have different squads. We have 2 ground pounding squads. We're going to do the bulk of the building to building clearing on the way to the roadblock area. We have a weapons squad that's going to be primarily suppressing those multi-story buildings and windows for you guys so you can move quicker through the streets. And they've finally got a squad to the infantry fighting vehicles. The insurgents have very little in the way of things that can blow up the infantry fighting vehicle except for mines and a hat. So drivers, watch for mines and watch for hats. Okay. We're probably going to use the vehicles to get up close to the roadblock. We'll smoke it off with the vehicles. We'll let the guys get out of the vehicle. They'll dig it up or use their explosives on it. We'll dig them down. You have to dig down to the stakes, and then we're going to exfil. The closest exfil is the gas station. That would be your preferred exfil because it's close. You can get back there, and the gas station area is pretty easy to hold because you've got like a little courtyard in the center so the guys can run around. So that'll be our chosen exfil. We're taking it slow. So if you guys haven't been under my command, I like to be methodical. There's no reason we need to be rushing into buildings without some teamwork, coordination, and communication. So just talk to each other, take it slow. If there's dudes in the building and you can't get an angle on them and they're popping out the windows, let us know. Let your squad leader know. He'll ring it up the line. The weapon squad will swing their fucking MGs around. We'll put some holes in that building. Bring the infantry fighting vehicles up. We'll put some 50 cals in those holes. There's no reason why you guys shouldn't just be rushing into buildings. Just take it slow and methodical. Got a pretty short distance to cover, but there's a shitload of buildings. So I hope this quick little clearing lessons you guys got here is going to help you survive until the end of the operation. Any questions? Awesome.
Which exfil are we using? Anything?
The gun at gas station.
So, there we go. We had ourselves a mini CQC SOT course, and we're live. Amazing. So, the British know where the roadblock is. Good to know. I did not think they would actually be given that knowledge, but they do have it. So, they're planning a sort of pincer attack on the roadblock area. Now, while that was happening, the roadblock has been constructed and INS are moving out. Looks like an entire squad is moving towards gas station. Oof. And there seems to be 2, 3, maybe 2.5 squads around the objective area with a fire team moving north. Blackbeard, can you shed some light on what the INS plan is?
Okay, this is pretty brutal. Straight off the bat, the positions that they're occupying are these are very strong. Sticking a squad at a gas station proper is not something that people want to be running up against. It's going to be good for vision. It's going to stop anything moving around from the west, and it's just going to be one of those things. At the end of the op, no one wants to run into a fresh squad. You look at the buildings that they've actually occupied on the map. They've basically taken up shop almost exclusively on the eastern side of the MSR. That is pretty brutal, and they've left their token force on the compound itself. British have really got to know. They've really got to be on point, moving quickly and trading well in the opening stages if they're going to make decent headway here. Otherwise, I think they're going to get locked down just north of the compound, and yeah, could be tricky.
Yeah, speaking of British making headway, they're gonna be on foot from Alcora to the west side of town. I just heard over the British command they want to go to Bravo 7 and dismount. I think that's what I heard. Yeah, because the entire team is moving to the west side of Alcora. They're still on the north side of the river, so I think they're gonna dismount at Alcora and walk themselves into gas station.
That is very interesting. I mean, it's a smart move from Expert. The best thing to do is secure your exfil location and then go and secure the objective. You can fall invasive fire from gas station. It might catch Dorf flat-footed here. He's stacked the eastern side pretty hard, expecting a push north. He'll have to react pretty quickly. If they call us out early, then he might be okay. But if they can get in and deal with gas station, then they're in a really good spot straight off the bat. It's all coming down to the opening, 5 minutes engagement once they hit the city.
Stop, and we're gonna hold.
Yeah, it really is. Well, okay, we got the British mechanized column holding position. I think they may be reforming a convoy. I thought they were going to dismount infantry here. Oh, yeah.
It's the section east of Courtyard, south of the crossroad.
So I guess there's a weapons team that's dismounted here. I think this is... Let me get names here. This is Phoenix has a fire team. Phoenix has a fire team out, and... Yep, infantry have dismounted from the Logi trucks.
Squad 3, this is command.
Command.
3, I want you to get on that bridge and clear for mine.
Understood.
Expert is going to take his time. He's ordered an entire infantry squad to clear the upcoming bridge from mines.
Squad 2, I want you to take yourself and some guys.
Whoa.
With binoculars.
Okay.
I want you to move to the
He's gonna condition his guys to be moving slow and take their time.
Would you like for us to...
Based on part of his brief, he basically has jobs for his guys. Everyone that's not the weapons squad will be moving around and looking for buildings that are enemy occupied and doing specific tasks ordered by command. If they hit any sort of resistance, they call the weapons squad, and the weapons squad is going to be the IFV drivers as well as medium machine guns. And those guys are going to be tasked with perforating whatever building the enemy is suspected to be in.
Alright, squad 4 is crossing into the...
Okay, I mean, it's not a bad approach. The only problem I can see is there is a lot of open ground between these sort of farms and the gas station.
Make sure to stay.
And you can see from the gas station to these farms pretty readily, which is fine in terms of, if you're trying to get your guys in the headspace of clearing compounds, that's great. The only problem is they'll see them a mile off. As soon as they work out they're in the west, that's going to give Dorf a lot of time to reorganize his guys and push a defense deeper into the city. I'm not sure necessarily what plays to his advantage here. As a commander, I would be sitting here if and when these guys get called out by the gas station squad. Do we defend the outskirts, keep them in the desert, or do we seed the suburbs and then sort of wrap around them, develop crossfires, kill zones? It's a decision that Dorf's going to have to come to, and he's going to have to come to pretty quick once he spots the platoon. He'll have time to maneuver, but because of the way Expert's doing this. But yeah, it's interesting. I have not got a read on Expert's plan here. This is both fast moving and at the same time, very cautious.
Yeah, it looks like INS have 3, 4, 5 guys looking all directions, looking west. There's a couple of guys that are also looking north and looking west at the same time. They have plenty of vantage points that INS that they'll be able to use, and they've got the sector covered pretty well. Not quite in visual range yet, although that's going to be closing in soon. It just depends on if these guys will actually spot them. And the other part of that question is, how fast is that going to go up to command, and what is Dorf going to do after he realizes there are 3 squads in the open west of him, moving in the desert?
Alright, copy that.
As British forces are, right now, just still clearing buildings and compounds adjacent to the road that they're on.
I do not have a very clear view of gas station from the east side of the village. The fog is obscuring it too much.
So Dorska piping up over command comms, placing quite a lot of emphasis on holding this eastern side, or the eastern side of the MSR rather than the west, saying, you know, if you guys move off, you're probably not going to be able to get back across. And he's currently getting reports in, you know, standard sitrep stuff, basically reporting nothing's going on. So they've worked out, they're taking their time over it, but I don't think they've worked out which direction. One thing that alarms me, just from what Dorf knows, is he's left the south very light. There's probably only a fire team covering the southern approach, which means he's expecting something from the north, or mostly the north, but probably the west. He needs to start considering his options here. Just,
I wonder if Dorf has just anticipated Expit doing something insane, like coming in through the city. Does he even suspect that he's going to take a western approach to the city? I imagine everyone's stacked up on the east because he must be thinking, he must have some sort of guess that Expit's going to come at him from the east.
He seems very, just by the position of his guys, he's got a scout team overlooking an MSR in the north that's been mined by Alpha Guido.
Okay.
He's got a lot of guys stacked up around
like
Mons, so I think he's definitely looking
it's got
at an approach somewhere from the north, possibly northwest, but very much directed north-south rather than along a lateral axis. He's not in a. The problem is the buildings around here do not lend themselves to distance fighting. It's got to be. Load up in your, you're going to get into a CQC fight, house-to-house fighting. Oh, they've spotted them.
To wherever you want to take them.
The gas station guys have spotted them. So now we need to see how these squads react.
That was going to be inevitable. UK forces have pushed out to this compound here.
Command, I've got enemies peeking windows.
And Oddball has seen them as well.
Fox 841 compound.
And Oddball has called them out, peeking windows.
Be careful.
So, with the fog, the fog's, I guess, 600-meter visibility capability. Both squads are within that now. On the INS and the British squads are within it. These guys are just looking here and laughing at the people that are peeking them right now, which is kind of nuts. Ooh, they're not even looking at. They're not even looking at gas station.
Get ready for pickup. You're going in.
I think they're looking at the multi-story. The multi-story in the northwest side of town.
Oh, interesting. What, the Money Man one?
Yeah.
No, Guido.
Yeah, Guido. I think they're talking about that.
Oh no. Okay, of all the guys,
they may be talking about that. I'm not entirely sure.
I mean, if they are talking about the Guido building, Guido and his buddy here should not be peeking these windows. These guys they don't need to be. It's a nice, card to have up your sleeve, to have scouts that aren't known about in the initial contact, just so it gives you, more control of the battle space. The enemy commander is going to assume that you've occupied one of the compounds on the edge of the city, so people are naturally going to be looking that way anyway. So there's no reason to peek when you're that deep in. Whoa! Shot goes out. Possibly ND.
I think I heard the ricochet, or I heard the echo of the shot, but
yeah, Souther's calling him, and they're going to engage from distance.
Wow. Absolutely. Yeah, that fire's not effective at that range, but
it's just it's a bit of a how's your father, just letting you know you're there. I mean, That probably plays to Xbit's hand, to be honest. Knowing he's seen and spotted that far.
Oh, there we go. That's effective fire. That lands right around Rhaegar. 2 rounds in front of him, 1 round behind him, and he's stuck at this small wall. Whoever's got that gun is doing amazing work right now. Vindication has almost been domed twice now, and that's a really good suppressive line that he's taken there. Look at that. That's pretty good. Who's on that gun?
Frederick? Oh no, it's
Headbuster.
Headbuster, yeah.
He's got Bartok spotting for him, giving him some updates, and I can see Russell the Jimmy's. I think he's switching to a rocket.
Okay.
No, I called that a little early. Man, wouldn't it be silly right now if someone just sent a rocket over? And I believe we got an MMG engaging.
Dorf has just called out that he thinks they're going to try and push the south side, so I think he's 1 step ahead of Xbit here. And in fact, what do you know? Vics are moving south.
Yep, they're moving around south. I think they were originally intending to just head on straight into gas station. KJ sending some shots. What was that?
IED just went off.
Huh.
It's not air anymore, it's just they're relocating the IED. Right,
instead of digging it up, they're just gonna go ahead and blow it. Oh, I see.
The
And yeah, that is yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna say Dorf is now moving, guys. He's
someone got killed. Russell to Jimmy's got destroyed. I think that might have been...
How?
He got killed, dude. From someone over here in Vindication Squad. He got shot out of a window.
That is a hell of a shot.
I just saw the red bar, and I'm not sure who did it, but let me check the scoreboard. Kuba.
Oh, okay, there we go then. There's your answer.
Oh my god, look at this shot from the low wall.
All squads remember security up. They got vehicles they can move around with.
They've called out these bulldogs as well. Yeah, Dorf's. I was saying the Dorf's moving guys south. He's pushing another squad to the south now. Xbit's.
Left or not?
I don't know if he's real.
Right,
I'm not sure he's aware of the distance or something, but all of his moves have been telegraphed pretty hard at the moment.
Got Vindication talking Clay J onto the target. He's shooting in the window between McClary and the Goon. Both of them have been caught peeking out this window, and now Clay J is simply existing to suppress this window. There's some more shots going out here from an assistant, from another AR. Fight Milk's throwing some rounds downrange too. As UK forces are shifting, and now this is more of a suppressive mission going on here. From Vindication Squad. They're trying to get people out of the windows, maybe to minimize minimize the oh, and Clay J's taking some rounds here because he was on the other side of the wall. There we go. Wow. Okay. Yep, I'm seeing a bunch of INS shift down to the south here. And both British IFVs are south of the main highway. They shifted a little bit. And it looks like they only have a squad of infantry, maybe 2? I think they only have like 1 squad of infantry between the 2 IFVs.
Yeah, there's a lot of lateral movement from the British, but not enough incisive movement. I think the key thing with any of these sort of city fights, or is just, you know, grab a block, you know, like get in, grab something, hold it down, and then use that as your your artery to get more resources into the city. At the moment, they're kind of stuck out in this, you know, and it's fine. The engagement is fine, but Dorf can see everything. and that's the problem. If Expert wants to make headway here, he's got to start moving troops in. You can't take that that roadblock down from 600 meters away.
So the suppression squad from Vindication is still hanging out, still suppressing gas station. More infantry have fallen back. I think he's got a squad in the plain here, just in the middle of the desert, and they're running sort of southeast. I don't think they're taking shots.
We're gonna see if you guys can.
Everyone stops.
But the drop off is gonna be Fox.
Something tells me he's trying to sneak squads closer to the IFV so he can deposit all of them in one place and try to catch the INS forces off guard. I'm not entirely sure about that, but
the timing on this isn't going to work, I don't think.
Well, INS is going to have a prepared position. That's a given.
Yeah, that's the problem. The longer he takes to move from out there to in here, the more. I mean, maybe he's going with the idea that Dorf has ended up second guessing himself and moving stuff around too much, but I don't think that's going to happen. Expert needs to just get in, commit to something, and then and then make Dorf react to him. He can do counter flanks, counter punches, feints. Those are all part of a toolkit, really. But until he establishes a foothold, it's not really. It's all for naught. And it looks like with that, those two bulldogs are moving hard towards the south side of the city, close to the football pitch.
Now I wonder if INS had eyes on this.
Yeah, they've called it.
They've called the bulldogs moving?
Yeah.
Well, there's about a squad-sized force up here in the south part of the city. Looks like this is INS Squad 4. They're in multi-stories. The compound south of gas station.
Copy, command.
Oh, look at this. The bulldogs are coming straight in.
Oh no. This is very risky.
Now, does INS have any heavy anti-tank here?
Oh no, this could go so badly wrong.
It all depends on if INS have anti-tank capability here in the southern squad.
Yeah, too. If you could step up your suppression a little bit.
Okay, so they just.
There is an IED.
There was there was a mine, I think, at the intersection just up from there. The problem with where they're dropping is there's not really anywhere to go. Like, you know exactly where they're going to be. And there we go.
Already engaged forces. Wow, one casualty for British in the alleyway. And that was from the building up there. Alpha Guidons and Mr. Muffs now getting shot up by one of the bulldogs. Rip whoever that was.
50 meters.
Didn't have much of a chance.
So I'm going to guess that the bulldogs are going back for the other two squads and they're going to ferry them in.
I think Alpha Guido just got shot by his teammate there.
Command just 4 is going next, right?
That is
Oh, BVD runner is just running straight towards British contact? What is he doing? He's squad lead. He's just chilling next to it. He's chilling next to a murder hole as he knows there's British infantry to his direct south within 50 meters. He knows this. He must be trying to get eyes on specifically, or maybe he's going to go back up his multi-story and cross his fingers and hope he's not spotted.
Adler, you're going to get the vehicles fired from each go.
No, he's going to run away.
Copy.
There we go.
Okay, so the bulldogs have gone back. I'm assuming they're going to mount up these guys. Phoenix's squad is going to get in. The problem I have with this plan is there's a timing attack here for Dorf, and
Adler, 1 fire team in each.
a minor criticism of Dorf here is he could just throw 2 squads at these guys and wipe them out, because he knows there's no bulldog support. he knows those two that whoever's in the area is going to be under strength, and he knows that in about 5 minutes or less than 5 minutes, they're going to start pulling more guys in. So if you're going to attack, the time is now. You know, if you're going to try and push out and deny them, and if they do that and they do it successfully, that's a good night Vienna, I think, because it'll be very, very hard to establish a foothold from there.
There's still some shots going out from gas station onto Vindication squad. That's generally it. Maybe maybe these shots are going somewhere else. I haven't seen any tracers.
Yep, Phoenix's squad is mounted up, it looks like.
2 fire teams, 1 fire team for each Bulldog. So I think this is just XBit minimizing potential casualties. If Dorf throws the hat over here, he only loses 1 fire team instead of maybe a squad.
Okay, so they know all about this, right? They see this convoy coming back and forth. They must know what's going on. I think Dorf's window to exploit this understrength squad down here is rapidly closing. In fact, it's basically shut at this point.
Squad 4, this is command.
I mean, if Dorf really wanted to, he could just move the squad that's in the north directly adjacent on the east side of the road, and I think you write it off there. But I wonder if these guys are just happy in their multi-stories.
Squad 4, I want you to move east towards the river.
More shots being taken here. I think Dixfolk got it spotted. And Dixfolk and looks like Boogie and Dashby are also shooting at some infantry here. Maybe they spotted some British forces peeking through windows. Matter of fact, Dixfolk's got himself... He's loading for frag. I think he's gonna pop Darkness or a Cardi here. He thinks twice about it.
And they're pushing hard on the left now. They're trying to rotate. British are trying to rotate their guys around the west side of this. Try and get around these big multi-story. Very surprising though. The British have dropped their the rest of those teams that they ferried up south of the MSR, quite some way away from the squad. Not quite sure what the strategic value of this particular location is, but I'm assuming Expert's doing it because it's low risk.
Squad 4,
I guess.
I'm not sure. I wonder if he's just stacking infantry. He's going to push all the infantry over the ridgeline at once. And he's going to have the ridgeline where the road is, because it's elevated. It puts them on eye level and reasonable engagement level of the 3rd floor of those multi-stories. And you can see the 4th pretty easily from there, maybe the 5th in some cases. So I wonder if this is just an he's setting himself up to have a massive equalizing push. Oh, what is smoke? What is going on now?
Okay, so Dorf, rather than pushing out, is actually playing this super tight now. He's trying to pull people back onto the point proper, and play it tight.
These guys use smoke to cross a road. They have no idea that... I guess they have no idea that there's no infantry in front of them. I guess they're assuming that there's infantry watching the road here, but of course there's no INS forces anywhere in the southern side of the area.
Do we know which high rises have 3 pins?
Now, you know what might be interesting here is if they roll the Bulldogs up the MSR proper. That would be interesting. Like the one that goes south-north, and they take this double...
Yeah, the divided highway.
Multi-lane highway. Yeah, that would be very interesting.
There's no mines on the highway.
No, they're not. They're expecting it in the northeast, and now they've gone southwest. But actually, if they go straight up this MSR, not a lot of decent buildings which have, you know, the ability to get a lat shot off at the VIX moving down it. And you bypass a lot of these big high rises Like I said before, the key thing with urban fighting is only fight for the buildings you need to fight. You need to clear. Otherwise, just leave them in them.
There's no exactly. I mean, especially these multi-stories, like we're talking about 5. You know, the 4+ multi-story buildings. In some cases, ooh. Dixfolk rips out a rocket and kills 2, wounds another, while they're crossing the...
It's 3.
Oh my god. Music bleeds out. What in the world? The most unnecessary deaths. Whew. Wow.
Well, that's a welcome note.
That may not have been Dixfolk. That may have been someone else, because the angle on that doesn't make sense.
Well, the only other person I can see in the area who's a reputation for that is Bartok Warrior, and he does look like he's in the position to have taken that shot.
I'm trying to find Bartok.
He's at a gas station.
Oh, so maybe it came from a gas station. Oh.
That is to get through that bridge as well, that is a hell of a lat shot.
Wait a second. Wait a second. Wait a second.
Alright, well, let's start bounding in buddy pairs and not as at full speed.
I'm gonna take a look at this shot. So he's from this porch right here on this building. Actually, that's not a crazy undoable shot.
It is a lat, so he hasn't got the arc of the hat, but that's a. I've seen Bartok do more difficult shots than that.
4 kills for INS here, and 2 kills for British. Looks like maybe they're able to get some retribution here at distance.
Very interesting spread here from Expert. His northern team is sort of out on its own. There's not really any way, like if they get into trouble, there's not any really way of them getting back. But equally, it's quite hard to push that team now, I guess. Well, maybe not. I still think you can probably push
this
it.
northern UK squad is essentially the wall that is letting the rest of the squads pass around them. The problem is, none of the people they're protecting against, they're trying to screen they're in position to screen for their forces moving to their south, right? But no one's on the ground, so these guys aren't really effective because there's no one on the ground.
They're screening, but they're also not screening the dangerous end, right? So Oddball and Nova and Muff Bandit, we've got five dudes on the west side, which isn't really that important. The thing that you want to be building, in this like funnel, right? Like almost, you know, like a sort of protective layer. And the bit you want to be defending is this east side, because that's where you're going to be driving your Vic. And it does look like Expert is going to try this, try and move these Vics up the split highway. He's moving stacking a lot of squads on this side. Interestingly, Storm and Matakel are still stuck with their Bulldog on the west side. Probably fearful of Bartok. Not him specifically.
Maybe they're going to push 2 highways at the same time. Because see, there's a fire team that's stacked up next to the bridge. Something tells me they're going to stick a MMG or something.
Oh, BVD runner. Has he gone down? Oh, okay, no. Maybe I was jumping the gun there. I thought the oh, he's dead. The Bulldog is the Eastern Bulldog is engaging down the split highway, I think. Oh, it's an AR. Sorry, it's an AR.
Yeah, I guess it's an AR part of attached to Athel's squad here, I think. He's Grunt is looking through the window, and he's throwing rounds this direction.
You know what? I think Expert's actually recovered really well here. He's got a nice solid base. Dorf isn't really maneuvering quickly enough. He's pulling very tight. He's got at least a squad and a half, maybe 2 squads stacked on the point. He's deposited 1 off on gas station. There's a very light. They're going to get very close to this.
I think Frederick got killed. Yeah, Frederick just got killed at gas station. I think there's a AR engaging gas station. I think that might be part of Vindication Squad.
Oh, Storm's moving his Bulldog round to the far west. It looks like they are doing this split attack. I would not normally go for this. I would say you want to focus your resources on a single point, but they're doing two by the looks of it. And actually, this might work out for them, just because the gas station is so if you look where it is compared to the rest of the platoon, this position is so isolated. There's not really much in the way of help coming for them. And the same goes again for their southern security for the INS. All the squads are stacked way north of the point.
And the Bulldog has started shooting. It's suppressing. I think it's just suppressing any window that it sees. It's pretty indiscriminate. It's not aiming for anyone. It's shooting any opening in any window that it sees from its angle, from its position on the road here, the road embankment.
Yeah, Aethel squad's moving up, pushing guys across to that screening element. They're going to try and push forward. This is really strong, actually. I'm pretty impressed with this.
It's a great use of suppression, and everyone looks like they're moving. But no one's really got their eyes out here for INS on the southern approach that the infantry are moving out through. INS actually repositioning. A bunch of folks get down from the second level of the buildings at gas station. I heard a rocket go out.
Nowhere near anything important. Yeah.
May have been Bartok trying to lob a frag at a building that he saw some infantry in. Getting a call out. Fox 842.
Right.
That would be gas station.
Command con's very quiet INS side at the moment. It seems like they're just happy to hold the positions they've still got. I would really, if I was, 20, I have the vision for the whole battle space here, but just the nature of where the gas station is, you need to secure a conduit between gas station and the objective proper. Otherwise, these guys are going to get cut off, and they're not going to be able to help anybody.
British forces are clearing the multi-story directly north of the screening force. Screening force moved out. They got two fire teams. Looks like they're about ready to start clearing the building. They're going to clear this multi-story.
Yeah, that's understood. We're going to move east.
Wow. Yeah.
To go back to what we said earlier, right? This is a good vantage point. If you're going to use it, great. But if they just clear this and then leave, then it's probably not really necessary. Realistically, you would have taken contact by now if it was occupied. The key thing is just keep moving, keep the aggression up. Don't let them react.
For that. Hold that entire.
Oh, okay. So they cleared the first floor.
Next buddy team.
And I thought they were going to go upstairs, but they're not. Oddball, sending them across in buddy teams. And they're going to clear the first floor of the adjacent multi-story. Fire team in there moving around now. Looks like there's really no there's no INS that have eyes south right now. Southers, no, actually Headbuster trying to send some suppression down that way. They're attempting. I think INS squad lead kits have a drum mag AK-47.
Oh, yeah, they do. It's
I
awful.
definitely imagine that Southers is adding some suppression there of his own from his building. Getting some guns talking on the covering ridge. Oh, IED! Not near anyone. Unfortunate they didn't put it in the building.
I think that's close enough to Ethel to make him think twice about what he's doing. It didn't do anything major, but it's just a wake-up call to remember, oh, by the way, the INS do have these. I think the initiative's definitely with expert at the moment. It could slip away quite easily if they spend too much time in here. Oddball's a great assault leader in terms of his pace through buildings. Well, pace generally. Ethel's a lot more of the slow and cautious approach, so it's quite a nice sort of hammer and sickle. I don't know what the phrase is. They complement each other quite nicely, but they don't want to get too bogged down here. They do need to keep moving.
The Bulldog gets the I think it was Grunt looking through a window. So another kill for British forces here, brings count up to 4-4. It's nice and even. It's definitely gonna be a slog. We've been moving on here for a hot minute. I think we're about 30 minutes into the op. Past 30 minutes into the op, or close to it, I think. We went live at 38.
You're all doing excellent.
Yeah, so coming up on 40 minutes since we were live.
Alright, multi-story is clear. Multi-story is clear.
And
Dwarf's asking for casualty reports, and his squad leaders are turning around and going, "We can't tell you, it's too long a range." So I think there's a lot of just trying to check that opening. It's important as as a command, as SLs to work out who do you think you killed, so that you can it doesn't have to be from 10 meters away. Just as long as you have a rough estimation of what you think the casualties are, you can work with that information. Because squads will react differently if there's only a fire team left, or there's 6 guys left for this, compared to if there's 8 or 9 dudes. They'll be a lot more cautious with their movement, and you can get into people's heads a little bit just by, And actually saying that, the INS are pulling almost everybody off this southern defense straight onto the point proper. I think Dorf.
Maybe advised, one has eyes on contact in Fox 8.
I'll be honest, I'm not really sure what Dorf's plan is here.
Watching the road south from the second-story window in the gray building that's right underneath the grid line, the black line.
He's given up.
Looks like he's given up another 200 meters.
Yeah.
I mean, actually. Whew. Yeah, I mean, this is. He just has to be. Oh, another British guy goes down. That's who's that? Nova dies in the building. He gets shot from a multi-story near the objective. I wonder who this was. I'm trying to figure out who it was. Maybe Evan? Yeah, I think Evan. Yeah, has an SKS. He's got a hat. And he is able to take a pretty nice shot here. It's about a 350 meter shot here onto the target.
I mean, the British are flooding bodies into this southern district. Another fire team's just pulled in with Kuba, Clay J, Fight Milk, and Rhaegar. Like they're going. It looks like they're going straight for this gas station. I'll be honest. This is a.
I think they want to clear the big. They want to clear this double-story building with Alpha Guido and Mr. Muffs. I think that's their main first point of contact here.
I mean, they're perfectly supported from Storm out in the west. He's still out there.
Oh, wow, that was Expit, too. If Bartok hit that shot, Expit would have been dead. But the rocket misses the window to the left.
Really strong from really
Alpha Guido gets shot out before anything happened. And there's Mr. Muffs, too. Oh,
okay,
so
now's the moment. Now's the moment. Now this is where the British have got to just realize they have the fire security, they have the numbers, they can take this compound, and it's up to the squad leaders to make that call on the ground and just say, all right, we're going to go. Hopefully one of Oddball and Ethel will work that one out.
Yeah, so these guys in the building were both peeking out of ground floor windows, and they got destroyed from elevation, I think by Clay or Rhaegar, one of those two. Ethel has a squad ready on the line. I wonder if they're going to try to they're going to avoid jumping the wall. I think that would be a mistake. I'm not quite sure what they're gonna do as far as positioning themselves, though.
Yeah, it's actually I think it's the building with Silas and Raptor Forcing, which is going to be the problematic one, because it does somewhat. It's not brilliant, but it does have some vision of the approach to gas station.
Ooh, Bright Milk gets a rocket through the window. Has to have come from Bartok. That one actually gets through and kills him. And I think someone else had to bandage. No, it was just one. Another frag rocket, another kill.
Command, you want me to send one IFE up to squad?
So yeah, Ethel's got to get his guy. Ethel and I will have to get their guys moving now. They have to just take it on in. They're gonna, like, a squad lead. You have to understand that you're gonna lose guys, and as long as you make the objective for the platoon lead, that's all that really matters. So
I think we'll be okay. But once
Oddball going on a little bit of a walk. It looks like they're healing off and not going to try. I think they think maybe that the resistance is stronger at gas station than they expect, or it actually is. And now they're pushing more towards the MSR proper with Oddball squad.
Something tells me. I wonder if they're just gonna. I wonder if Expit's gonna make the crazy call and pull out, and just have his guys like ride all the way around to one of the other extract points. Because the reason why, you may not know this, audience, the reason why the British want to take gas station is because it's one of their 3 extract points, one of their 3 rallies for the platoon. Once they destroy the roadblock, they have to extract their entire force to one of these places. Once it's secured, the round ends with a British extraction. However, with the squad there, I wonder if Expit just wants to send British around. While we're on the subject of resetting where we're at right now, this is a one-life operation for squad ops. The idea is that the British forces are trying to dismantle a roadblock. You can see these barrels right here that represents the roadblock. INS forces are trying to defend all comers. British forces trying to knock it out and then trying to extract. It's a one-life operation, so everyone has 1 life. You get knocked unconscious, you're done. And there are limited rolls for everyone. It's no ticket system here. Right now, kill update, 6 kills for British, 8 kills for INS. Ooh, look at this. Storm's Bulldogs moved across the bridge.
Oh, wow. You know what? I would have said, if they'd brought a fire team with him... Oh, they've called it. Oh, this could be like the greatest bit of deception. That is amazing. They're calling it out. They're panicking. They're like, oh crap, they're moving a Bulldog. And I think they think it's occupied. Which means they think there's an additional team coming in from the southeast, which they have no cover of at all. It's Dashby and Revy occupying 2 buildings about 50 meters apart. That's all they got. That is, I mean, if Expit made that call, that is next level strategy.
I believe he's just trying to extend his firepower so that he can cover the road. Because I think he wants to start moving his infantry to the MSR, the divided highway rather, and start getting them working up. He wants to try to expand where the Bulldogs are being able to cover him from.
Yeah, it makes sense. I mean, I'm a little bit disappointed with how this...
Medical just got shot out of the turret of Storm's Bulldog.
Oh, oops. Yeah, I'm a little bit disappointed with the this push on the gas station. It's sort of bogged down in these multi-stories. They've fallen back a little bit. I think they're going to try and maneuver around and avoid it. It's fine, I guess. It's an isolated position and you have control over your exfil. The egress point from that. So you can go and take that position. If it gets too hot, you can fall back into friendly positions. The problem the INS have is they currently control it, but if they want to fall back, it's a big old walk, and that's not covered particularly well. So a missed opportunity, I think, there for British. Oh, they know that Storm is on his own.
Yeah, they had to have gotten confirmation of the fact that he's not doing anything with it. I don't think Storm's even gotten in the turret 1 second. He's just maintaining... I wonder if he thinks he's maintaining the ruse, or...
I mean, it's not really that scary. People will forget about it. If it's not shooting at something, or you don't see people it's not moving about, people will just forget about it. Maybe that's the plan. Maybe Storm comes in the right at the end and wins it from the Bulldog.
Oh, that doesn't happen.
Yeah. Frost and Merrick bring the other Bulldog up. I think they realize they need some fire support.
That's because the British have leapfrogged their way through some compounds here. They got some multi-stories of their own, and they're putting down some fire. Gets a few folks to run away from some windows. They're suppressing the building that Dorf and Mr. Moneyman are in right now.
I'd push up for them.
Getting them to sort of reposition themselves, but not much else. I think that's because they see people glassing them at range. Ooh, Salty Potato gets killed. And he was in the building next to the roadblock, so...
Clear one of my guys has spotted infantry.
They're very, very even at this stage of the op as well. Only a kill or two in. But it's just the British are squeezing them. They're squeezing them really well here. Like they're in the buildings. They're in the blocks south of the objective compound. I just don't understand why INS have ceded so much ground.
There's still plenty of distance to go, and they're gonna have to do the dirty things like jump walls in order to get there, unless they're just gonna waltz up the road, in which case there's gonna be some problems here. But right now, you're right, INS just seems to be giving ground away. And British forces are continuously pushing up, but even so, 9 kills, oh, we're even now, 9-9 apiece for British and INS. Another development, Phoenix has a fire team south of the Bulldog that Storm is running, and I think they're going to meet up here. So Storm may be able to insert a fire team to the southeast of Al-Basra City Center.
This is so well played by Expert. Like, this is, like, maybe he's about a bit of a rub of the green here, but this is clinical.
This is a bold move, because INS still have observation down here, although I don't know what Dashby's doing. British suppression is going mad, though. Another INS casualty, Worm, dies to a frag, looks like.
I'm gonna get fucked here. Cover the window.
And then you got over here, look at this.
Some INS forces have actually pushed out here. What's up with Zeki and Soccer Penguins? They're moving out. They're gonna jump this wall. Ooh, this could be bad news. What are these guys up to? These guys are running straight into British forces. Penguins, so far moving around. They're hunting the Bulldog or something. Zaki's got his AT out.
I see.
Penguins, Mighty, I think Penguins and Mighty, I don't know what they're doing.
Hemmock's looking the wrong way! Oh no! He's seen him! He's got burst!
Enemies with me.
Imanaz heard them. Wow, Imanaz not even hit.
Inside my house, I killed 2 of them.
They panic fired the RPG inside the room as well. That's hilarious.
Oh no. Wow. I wonder what that was. I wonder what happened. What was the whole point of them being down there? Were they just like sent out to
I assume they were hunting the bulldog, but they've. You can't do that. You can't cede all this ground and then send a buddy team out like that. That's.
I wondered.
That's almost a suicide mission.
Tell you guys to come back and get their final ammo load before the last push here.
So for me, I'll give you the command perspective on this because I know we've been talking about it a lot. This idea of the INS has been falling back too readily. You're trading the idea of holding this terrain. You're trying to buy time. You're trying to buy as much time as possible, and you're going to try and make guys fight every inch for it. So as a commander, I don't want to have my guys fall back too quickly. I want to, you want to bleed them out. You want to make them pay for every block, every house that they take. And a lot of this hasn't necessarily been SL driven. A lot of this has come from Dorf saying, if you want to fall back, you can fall back, or directing them directly to fall back, which makes me think he wants to play a very tight defense and stack the point, which is fine, but he's going to be taken from here. There's a lot of high buildings here that can look into the compound, which is going to prevent him moving guys in the final defense. And also it's going to mean that he's going to completely cut off the gas station squad. So he really seems to value these high rises around the intersection, but I'm questioning why he hasn't reinforced Dashby's position.
Expit's gotten really close here, and Revy's looking directly towards that building. Revy's actually got the corner that Expit is on. Expit goes down! BVD runner! From the opposite building, I think. I lost where he was. Maybe BVD runner got killed too. Yeah, or maybe he's just isolated there, and that was actually Dashby from another 50 meters away.
I think it's Revy's got the eyes. Is Revy the one who executed him?
No, Revy. I was behind Revy when he shot, so...
Oh, I see, okay.
So it was someone, but Expit's dead. He was on the building where Aethel is right now, which is the most forward position in the entire platoon.
Understood.
Yeah, I would,
That's nuts.
I'd be a bit worried about that. You ought to be sitting back near Vindications, not leading the troops. You aren't George Washington.
Looks like someone tried to take a shot at Storm's Bulldog. Phoenix now in command, taking charge, getting status reports, trying to figure out what's going on next, what he wants to do.
It should be...
There's like 20 British, like, right across the street here. More rockets. They're trying to hit Storm. Oh, I think Storm actually got hit in the front armor. Or something.
Yeah. He got a love tap on the front.
Oh, we got tracked! Wow! He got tracked, so that thing is definitely done for.
Oh, wow, yeah.
Unfortunate. I wonder if Storm realizes it, what he's gonna do with it. He's now in the turret. I think he...
They've called it. Revy just called it out. They called out that, yeah, sorry. They've called that it's, trap.
Yeah, I think Dashby actually hit it with a rocket. I think Dashby wants to take another shot here. No, Dashby didn't have a rocket launcher. Unless the hat kit, it looks different.
Yeah.
No, but the hat kit still has the backpack, so yeah, maybe, wonder who made that shot.
Maybe someone back here, Vader Centurion.
Vader, he's on the roof. He's on the top floor, but damn.
No idea where that came from.
Oh, he's not even a lat unit. I wonder who did it.
Alright, so, I mean, not great. Command goes down. He was on the front line. Not the best, but, I mean, if you're going to, if you want someone to continue that plan, you've given them a pretty strong position to inherit, and Phoenix is no slouch when it comes to this sort of stuff, so... Squad lead 1 has gone down. Not a lot of guys left in this gas station. 4 guys.
I think they're starting... No, they haven't really... All they've done is shifted a building east, looks like, at most. Uncle Niner in the building where some guys have gone down earlier. Sethers is dead. He was squad leading this guys. Headbust is taking some shots at Mighty and Scrubbius, I think, maybe? No, Headbust has just killed Rhaegar inside the building. Inside the multi-story here.
Understood.
So Dorf told
shot.
Bartok and Co to just stop peeking and just hold corners. So I think he's really valuing stopping them from extracting.
And this is just the
in fairness to
closest
him,
extract point.
Yeah, exactly. But I mean, in fairness to him, he's keeping a fire team occupied. Maximus, Kuba, Mighty, Clay. Oh, and they called out the bridge crossing. Are they going to get across this without getting shot? I don't get shot. Live up to your namesake.
Shots coming in. Oh, this is the disappointment. This is only because the Bulldog got shot. So far.
What are these guys doing? Just run straight. Don't serpentine. Just run.
These guys are living the meme here.
Holy shit.
They made it.
My word.
Woo! Matter of fact, they dodge a frag rocket on the end there too. Coolest guy and don't get shot. Pull the press guy out of Generation Kill.
Good reference. Yeah, no, that is. I would not. Yeah, that would annoy me.
Oh man.
Who's shooting as well? What are you doing? Run straight.
Oh, not an NSA spy gets shot in the foot. How is this working?
I mean, in
There's
fairness,
only one person, maybe two people shooting at them now. Oh, frag rocket!
Whoa! From downtown on
that was Relish shooting at the multi-story. Not as an NSA spy gets there, still hasn't been hit. Oh, just gets hit now. But he makes it to safety. Oh my god.
All right, so but this is objective complete for the British in terms of getting a foothold on this southeast side. It's something else for Dorf to have to think about, right? He's only got 2 guys down here. He knows that at least 3 have made it across. He might not be getting accurate reports. So, how much does he want to commit to this eastern defense?
Vindication, let's get you.
I guess Storm died. I guess Storm died too, trying to push that bridge because he's dead too. Of course, his vehicle got tracked, so it's useless. So 3 guys made it out of there. 3 out of 5 ain't bad.
Oddball's gone down on the wall of the south compound. Mark is really badly messed up, getting shot at by Revy. So Revy's covering the south wall of the compound from where he is.
I mean, yeah, Oddball's position here, where Revy was, is a clear shot at about 100 meters.
This is where the INS, now that they're tight,
I retreat, I'm dead.
As long as they hold their corners, this is where they can start bleeding the British out.
I can't.
So the British need to capitalize on all this good work they've done so far, and try not to lose, 3 or 4 guys pushing the same building, the same corner. They've got to take this. They might get a bit of finish line fever, but they've still got to take this nice and slow and clear out these. Secure your route into the objective. Don't just run through. A lot of this is going to be on coolest guy, NSA spy, and I don't get shot. They need to secure this side.
The remaining Bulldog adding some fire here. Looks like he's taking aim at the. It might have spotted Dashby.
Ronin with a questionable push on the west side ran straight into an occupied building and immediately taken out. Terrapin is now the only guy holding that conduit between gas station and compound proper.
Oh, Terrapin's got it though. Unless they decide to move up the street, Terrapin's got this whole thing locked down. Maybe unless they peek 2 windows at the same time.
Bartok is chomping a bit over command.
Never mind, I say the word lockdown and framed as like, they have us on lockdown, I can't peek these windows again. Whoops.
So yeah, Bartok's chomping at the bit. He wants to go out hunting this Bulldog. He's been told to stay put for now.
I think maybe he's just holding them back because Dorf doesn't think he's got enough kills yet.
Oh, wow, look at this. Camilla, they're pushing an entire squad across using the smoke. Oh, what a play. Revy's going to die here. Additional
Does
fire
Revy
team
even
pushing
know?
his build. Yeah, he knows. He's just been called on command comms. But they're stacked up. Revy's gonna get one at least.
Turn here.
Contact.
That's close, North.
Great work by...
Wow.
Oh, what great play by NSA. Really nice work. Great aggression.
Unfortunate that Garrett, or whoever went up first, wasn't able to get some shots on him. I think it was Coolest guy. But the right thing to do.
So here's what I'm. This is what's great to see, right? So I said Phoenix needs to make sure he secures the east side of the road before he pushes the compound, right? He needs to get that security all around it, and he's doing exactly that. He's going to probably the next block up, and then maybe even the multi-stories.
Merrick eats a frag rocket, but it eats it straight in the turret and loses his gunner. Another rocket hits the front of the Bulldog.
You still alive? Merrick is dead.
Gunner. Okay.
I think Merrick is actually
1, 2, 3, 4,
burning?
5,
He's lost his engine.
Oh. Oh. Okay,
That's a
that's
front
fine. He'll
direct-
take those.
Yeah,
He'll
that's a
take
lot.
those.
So he's lost his engine. So you can see the
That is
difference here. The smoke trail is constant, and you can also hear a hissing sound. That's the engine just not getting.
Dashby's taken one. You got Kuba.
They're trying to multiple.
So they know there's at least one guy left in this on this east side.
He's in one of these buildings.
But Camilla and Scroobius Maximus and Mighty are going to push him from the west as well. It's been tagged once.
Putting to our
I don't think Dashby's long for this world.
Jeez, copy.
We'll see. We'll see what happens. ClayJ's called him out in the building directly to his. It's called the building now. He knows he's in there.
Meanwhile, on the west, Bartok is pulling back. They're pulling everybody back onto the point now.
Vindication looking for Dashby. Didn't see him. Vindication up on the ledge. He sees Dashby's gun barrel. As Dashby's in the corner, but his gun barrel's sneaking out around the post. I wonder if Vindication's going to try to take a shot here. No, Dashby's gone.
Baited.
I'm fucking.
Oh, I think he got baited out by a reload. He got fired. He got baited out by a shot or something like that. Anyway, rip Dashby. British forces, real strong push here on the east. They got a squad-sized force across the road. They have to deal with 2 squads worth of INS that have surrounded the point. The Bulldog, with its engine out, has actually made it to the objective, and British forces have infantry on the ground next to the roadblock. Bulldog eats another rocket in the side. Dangerously close to getting treaded there. 25 kills for British, 25 kills for INS. Is a real close round here.
Okay, so
Are they
he's committed a lot to this east side. He still needs to make sure the west is secure.
Frag rockets and AT rockets hitting the front armor of the Bulldog. The Bulldog's been tracked. So the Bulldog is done for. It's got his right side tracked. Eats another rocket. It's down to about 25% health now, I think. It ain't long for this world. INS are just pumping rockets into this thing.
This is hilarious. It's like a pincushion.
Left and right and left and right. Merrick is going to go down here unless he decides that it's time to abandon it. And Merrick does abandon. And...
abandoning the vehicle.
Yep.
AR is reloading.
One guy at the northwest.
He's abandoned the vehicle, and now it's burning, so it's gonna pop off here.
Command. Go ahead. Enemy infantry.
Hey, where's Phoenix gone?
View from the building is F8.
Oh, there he is. Right, I see him. So he's still up. Expert version 2 is still alive. He's got a foothold in the compound itself, which is good. He needs to make sure his west secure for his
Uncle
egress.
Niner. Ooh, he gets destroyed by framed 03.
Okay, but look at this. Vindy, ClayJ, Mighty, and Camillan. They're doing some great tight movement here, and they're going to be pushing up on this multi-story with about a fire team. Godzilla has seen them.
Gets shot out. I think that was Vader or Evan. That was Evan. Grenades go out.
It's facing that's a nade.
Hmm.
Okay, this is.
Ooh, Clay J taking out Godzilla Pro, level to level.
Oh, they think they're in the building. They think they're being pushed. Oh, and they might about to be.
Yeah, I think that's the next step here.
Well, this is the thing, right? Like, as long as you keep them out the windows, this building is useless.
Oh, we got engineers trying to rush for the walls. They're getting cut down. NSA spy dies. Phoenix has caught himself around a corner, is able to suppress himself out of danger here. Overshot rocket.
Raptor Force looks like he took something to the shoulder or something. He's pretty.
Yeah, I think Phoenix shot him.
Merrick has got eyes. He's looking at this building. He's waiting for someone to peek.
Oh.
3 comms from higher. You need to engage the infantry in the courtyard.
Cook.
Ooh, Raptor Force destroys them.
And then if you come back to this Camille and Clay J thing, they've actually gone up another building.
Some go to our west side.
They're not pushing the main building.
I think they want eyes on. They want eyes on the buildings that are covering the objective right now, and they believe that there's INS. They definitely know there's INS in the building to the west here. Raptor Force, Terrapin, Headbuster. They know that's occupied. They know it's occupied with people that have eyes on the objective. Now there is Quick Scratch, and Vader might have a shot on this, and that's it.
Oh, one dead.
Oh my word, Camille, this is next level. They've worked out that the guy Vader's on the top level with Evan, and they're peeking the windows from the roof of the building next to them. That is huge.
You hear that one moving in the building to our north?
Ooh, let's see what happens here. Now, Vader and Evan should be able to hear this.
Now this one directly to our north.
Vader and Evan are...
on the roof.
There was a lot,
pretty oblivious. No, Vader's looking this way.
They are freaking out. They have no idea where these guys are. They think they don't know if they're in the building or if they're in the building next to them.
I think they're going back downstairs, though.
Yeah, they're pulling out.
Oh my god, this rubber banding.
Raptor Force gets shot at again. That was Mighty.
Cover from up here.
Mighty's got himself a deployed position, I bet you. Yeah, he's got himself a windowsill. So he's got Raptor Force covered all day, whichever window he wants to go to.
They're on this,
and you got to remember as well, the British that SA-80 has a deployable bipod on all the riflemen as well. So any rifleman who gets in a window can can start putting accurate shots down.
I feel like I'm gonna get domed.
Camille back on the roof. Evan telling. Evan telling Vader to start taunting the Brits in order to
Can you
the voice
watch
lines.
the stairs?
Mighty goes down, peeks a window.
Rip Mighty.
That might have been. I guess
it's Raptor. I think.
He's in.
No, it might have been Headbuster.
He's it's definitely from somewhere over there.
Headbuster had a window over there too. Vader's got binocs out.
I hear button.
Oh yeah.
Raptor. Oh, they have British are actually digging the objective. Imanaz and I don't get shot. Digging the objective. They're gonna double up on one.
These guys
are digging.
Balls of steel. Balls of steel to be doing this. They know they're in. They know they've got a Raptor in that building somewhere.
Oh, Evan and Vader have no shot on this. The only one that has a shot on this is Raptor Force and Headbuster.
And he's pulling out of the building. He's gone down a level. He's not actually looking at a window yet. I don't think. In fact, he might even be out completely. Oh my word.
So an update on kills. 32 kills for British, 31 kills for INS. We're down to the wire here.
Yeah, we really need one watching the stairs, I guess.
So what's going on here? Triton is the only one watching the stairs for Evan and Vader.
The INS command has gone down, but I'll be honest, I don't remember when that happened. It's got to be within the last 3 or 4 minutes. At the moment,
I don't get shot. Moving on to number 2. I think Evan may be trying to take shots now.
Is that good?
Yeah, Evan's trying to take shots at these guys now.
We have contact northwest and northeast.
Doesn't quite have the angle. He can see Phoenix. He can see Phoenix, and he gets him.
I'm vanishing.
There's still stakes.
Frag rocket wipes out command.
And there we go. Raptor Force goes down. That's Clay J in the window.
Return fire.
Headbuster sets up.
They don't even know which building it is. They're suppressing way down the street.
Oh, okay. For a second there, these guys switched to their rifles.
Alright, it's down. Are there more?
Alright, here we go.
Do we have anyone
more.
on command comms?
I don't think there's anyone talking on command comms for Brits right now.
This way.
Imanaz is the last one. Is it the last?
I'll cover the west.
Last one here. I wonder what
I'm
Evan's
on
gonna do. Evan is the only one that could probably stop this. Maybe Headbuster. If Headbuster moves, Headbuster. Ooh, if he pops up here, it's down to Framed to cover him, and Framed is just scanning.
Okay, I hope they don't have any more frags.
Headbuster's looking the wrong way.
2 shovels.
So I think British get this.
So British can extract now. After they dig down this thing all the way past the stakes.
Ooh, shots from the high-rise. Evan or Centurion, not sure which. Probably.
I don't know.
And Evan and Centurion now are confirming with each other that the roadblock is being dug.
Evan takes a shot out.
Oh, yep. That has destroyed the roadblock.
No, the roadblock still has stakes up.
Oh, no way. Oh, the worst possible state to leave it. That's going to be so exposed to get rid of.
So Vader died. I wonder if he got backblasted. No, I didn't think I saw a TK message. So maybe Chameleon or someone shot Vader.
So it's Chameleon being shot at from Headbuster.
Chameleon gets hit.
Not right now.
So it's really down to someone has to dig those stakes, and then they can leave.
So it's Chameleon and Clay J. Is it 2v2? Is it Evan and Headbuster? Headbuster moving. Repositioning, going way north.
I think
might be going for them.
Yeah, we also got Triton there too. Triton's still watching the bottom of Evan's building. So it's 3 INS still up against looks like 2, 3.
By my calculations, it should be 5 British versus
what's your guys' plan over there?
4 INS. But I don't see these people.
I've got 3 British and 3 INS.
Barely.
Oh no, yeah, I'm out. My bad. I missed.
So I guess Framed is going to Frame's going to try to dig the stakes down on this guy. Clay J and Chameleon are still in the multi-story. Evan, is he looking? I think he is.
He's peeking. He's peeking.
He's not anymore. No, he's peeking it again.
Yeah.
Yep. And there goes Framed.
So Evan doing a lot of work here. He's pretty much single-handedly.
Clay J runs to the bottom of his building. I think he's going to try to take a shot at it. Clay J has
back
an
on the
MMG.
roof. Chameleon is back on the roof trying to find.
Oh, he actually might get a shot on Evan here.
Really bad too. So
You must see him. Oh my word.
Evan heard it.
Nope, you did not.
Okay, well, the British had a chance, and now they don't.
This is
Clay J. No. Clay J versus Triton doesn't go well, and that's it. I believe that's GG now, with all the British forces dead.
Wow.
It comes down to 3 INS to barely hold the objective.
Evan, shout out to Evan, man. That was he pretty much single-handedly won that. For
Let's
the
see,
INS right.
Yeah, it looks like we got, let's see, Evan has 7. Yeah, Evan has 7 kills there, so crazy for round 1. Dude, that round was an hour and a half. We still got round 2 to do.
Dude, it's 4:30 in the morning. Like, let's get a quick one round 2. You know?
Yeah,
like...
we'll see what happens. For right now, we're gonna take a breather just for a second to figure out what's gonna go on next. But round 2 is coming up very soon. Don't go anywhere, guys. Welcome back, guys. Round 2 of Operation Halberd for today. Starting very, very soon. I'm bcarr. Joining me is Blackbeard, who, it's 4:30 in the morning over there in the Europe land, UTC +1.
+2.
Oh, +2. Okay, so I was right.
Yeah, no, it's UTC +2. Geneva is getting to hear my dulcet tones at nearly 5 a.m.
So. I mean, you might as well just, once we're done here, you might as well just get coffee. Just roll with it.
Yeah, I'm thinking about it. It's the pro. I mean, it's doing me a favor, right? It's we're in the middle of a heat wave here. I don't know what it's something like 34 degrees at the moment at 4 o'clock in the morning. I don't know what that is in freedom units, but
it's about 70.
Yeah, it translates.
No, it's actually more than that. It's probably more.
It's like 100. I would have thought. Like a million. It's hot, right? What I'm saying is,
I think 40 is 100. I think 30 is like 70. That's still pretty warm, though.
It's unpleasantly warm for 4:30 in the morning. So.
Truth.
Looks like Expert's getting his. Well, he's either walking out into the desert, or he's worked out that the roadblock is on the north side of the compound that was previously held by the INS.
So so the north side. So he's got a. So he's got the intersection then?
I mean, he's walking this way. I don't know if he's just, scoping out real estate, if he's trying to find a new apartment, but looks like it's going to be north of Courtyard.
Hearing... I think the British know, too, that it's going to be one of the northern roadblocks. I guess, like, right north of Courtyard. So on the main MSR, or on the main highway, we have on the same map. So this is Operation Halberd. Halberd is an INS versus British operation. INS have constructed a roadblock in Al Basra city center. The British are sending in a couple of bulldogs with a light mechanized platoon. They're going to go roll it over. Last round, we got pretty close, down to 3 INS, but they were able to hold off against the British platoon's attack. This is round 2 now, so all the commands have switched sides. So that means Dwarf's now commanding British, with Silas, Godzilla, Pro, Sethers, and BBD Runner. Exped's running INS this round with Phoenix, Aethel, Oddball, and Vindication.
So those teams are interesting, right? Like, I would have, and I'm sure Aethel won't mind me saying this, I would suggest this leadership will prefer the defense, just because of the way, the sort of way that they act. Aethel's far more, he's a far better defensive SL than he is an offensive SL.
Is that because you think he likes to, you think he'd rather hold a position rather than, maybe he doesn't like to assault so much? I'm not saying it's because he's French, but, no, I'm kidding. I'm actually not even going to mention that anymore. No, we're not even going to go to that line of questioning. That joke is dead to me.
No, he's Ethel's actually a really good SL. But he's one of these. It's the same with everyone, right? Like, I would happily have Ethel as the a linchpin of my defense. In the same way that I would want someone like Alpha Guido leading my attack, but I would not put Alpha Guido in the center of my defense, because he's an aggressive player, and he's not, you can't put him in one spot. He starts fidgeting, and then he moves out of position.
He wants to break out and do something. Yeah, I can understand that.
So as a command, this is something that you go through. I mean, you do it to a certain degree with SLs as well. When you pick your FTLs, is you try and think about, especially if you're stacking one fire team or the other. If you're trying to make a fire support fire team and then an assault fire team, you try and match the personalities to the roles. and that just scales up at command level. You go, okay, well, I want this guy in the center of my, holding the point because I know he'll do a good job at that. He's good at managing angles, managing risk. And then, I might send out, if I'm going to do a counter punch, if I'm going to have a flanking dude, I might send someone, for example, today like Oddball, if they're going to go on flanking missions. I think in the session one up, I gave that duty to Phoenix. Another great example, someone who's actually a bit of an all-rounder. So I think this is strong from a leadership perspective. I'm not sure about the location. The location's kind of, the angles are a bit weird. You need to hold multiple buildings to have security on the point itself. But otherwise, yeah, I think this could be an interesting round. I hope it's not as long as the last one, because
speaking of leadership, we're gonna get a brief here, platoon brief for British
engineers over there.
Let's listen in.
Hey.
No, stop that.
Be quiet.
No.
Be quiet. Everyone shut up. Listen to me talk at you and congratulate you on your hard-fought victory. That was a really good job. I get scared on this. I get, fucking peeking in those windows and stuff is super scary. Especially against the British. The British are just fucking OP on this map, it seems. At least with their AR. So, we're not gonna waste time doing a lot of unnecessary shit. Like what happened last round. We're just gonna fucking go right into the fight. Southern squad is gonna come down this path with his bulldog, occupy these buildings. From there, he's gonna help kind of cover our west flank, suppress targets of opportunity, while the rest of the platoon is gonna travel down the road, or this road into the refinery. BVD squad is gonna set up with their vehicle on the tank mark. Move south from there, kind of taking this path. Silas squad gonna come through refinery, taking the south side of mosque into here, and then so him and BVD should be able to support each other, and then Godzilla's squad is going to come down this way, supporting Silas south side if necessary, or Silas can support him. And basically just wrapping this way. The enemy roadblock intelligence tells us it's there on this HAB mark, or this FOB mark. So we're just gonna do an east to west sweep, or a northeast to southwest sweep. Expect contact around mosque. Expect contact around west outskirts. Possibly contact will be in the gas station area, but yeah, let's fucking hit him hard.
I'd also say
question.
Contact in courtyard.
Yeah, well, that's a given.
I have a question.
What?
Do we get to have a SOC course real quick on CQC?
No.
Oof.
Okay.
Ouch.
Don't get shot. That's the best advice for CQC. Affirm.
Go in
exactly.
No, I'm in the voice command.
I'll give it that. All right, so the squad 2 of the Bulldog obviously will load up in the Bulldogs.
No.
Okay, stop. Shut up. The other 2 squads will load up in the Loggies. So fucking load up.
All right, and we're back from that. So, pretty simple plan. Just go through mosque. Since the waypoint is, or the roadblock is basically north of courtyard, they're just gonna go through mosque. What about INS, Blackbeard?
That is quite a way, and that's going to play into Expit's plan that he just told people. He's going to keep one squad on the point proper, and then he's going to send 3 squads out as roaming, raving bands of lunatics to wrap up, and they're going to seed a lot of the exterior terrain. They're not going to try and do this sort of this block by block falling back defense. They're going to try and they're just going to try and hunt down, pinpoint where people are, wrap them up, and kill them. Defeat in detail. So
makes sense.
Yeah, strong move. I'm trying to work out which squad is going to be on the point. I assume they will give that job to Ethel. Oddball, Vindy, and Phoenix are the other options. But Phoenix and Oddballer would be my first choices for, you know, for quick movement through cities. Possibly leave Vindication on the point.
Yeah, I wonder how that's going to actually work out, the roving squad idea. If they're going to focus on just having everyone move around, I would imagine that people aren't going to have the eyes in all directions.
Yep, there's probably going to be a point where someone's going to run headfirst into someone not wearing the uniform of their team, and there's going to be a bit of how's your father going on. But I don't know. I quite like it. I think it's my kind of, it's the sort of plan I would think of doing rather than hold a static position. I like the. It's a bit risky. You could, you know, an entire squad could bypass you, hit the point, and then it's 1-on-1. And even if you do have defender's advantage, that becomes a tricky proposition, especially in the position that they've picked. I'm not quite sure how easy this is going to be to defend. Or like rather, once you lose the defensive buildings, the buildings surrounding the point are actually really key because they have, there's 3 or 4 of them. It's not like there's 1 or 2 like last round, which have Overwatch. You need to have 3 or 4 buildings secured before you can push onto the point. So,
yeah, I mean, I wonder about this position too. There's obviously they've got this cover here. There's a lot more cover for this position for British to actually dig it up the the roadblock. And as far as buildings, I mean, short of I mean, I guess there's really not a lot around. We got a live call here.
Go, good luck.
And everyone moves out. I mean, the buildings around the objective, I don't know if those are the best, because it's just so easy to get on the western bridge, lock it down from there. I guess the whole idea is they own the multi-stories around it, so it's harder for British to get in position.
So, for me, the problem that you have is if you own, British have to take this very methodically. Again, the buildings they have that cover this point mean that you can't assault it without taking the buildings. But the problem is those buildings themselves are very vulnerable to being assaulted. So they're quite easy to take, but you have to take a lot of them in order to push the objective. So that works for the defenders because it means that you're going to bleed more people than you need to take those buildings. Expert's going to get a rude awakening from where he's positioned himself. He's basically directly south of Mosque, in a building that is very valuable to British forces to take.
I told him he didn't, but he just
they are, without a doubt, going to be trying to occupy one of these buildings. I think it's a bit of a bold call for him to maybe occupy one of the most valuable buildings relative to the roadblock position. Great for him, terrible for when the British turn up.
Dude, you guys.
And if we look to the horizon, turn up, they most certainly are.
Is there a mine on the road? What?
Well, Xbit is actually playing money. Surprised. Appreciate y'all coming along watching the chat. We got some activity here. British have moved over to the industrial area, popped themselves 2 squads. They're moving out. And I think they've also realized that some of this... Oh, there's actually a hole in the fence. Never mind.
Alright, I'm sure we've been seen by now, so let's just fucking...
And they've been called out.
Of course they have.
Called out the Vic to the north.
Yeah, they've, the vehicle's also engaged too, so Dorf has, no anticipation of privacy here with this movement. Now, have they called... Yes? Wait. Hold on. Okay, I thought I saw some I thought I saw some red, over there. I thought there was, INS at the, industrial area. So a squad in the other Bulldog?
Expert's called out both of the, Logi trucks, and he's called out, Oddball has called out the full squad that dismounted from that, quick scratch, Bulldog in the west. So they know where 3/4 of the platoon is. What, 3 minutes after live?
Yep, and I imagine that Expert's going to be able to draw the conclusion once he sees how close this, and the fact that there's infantry running alongside it too, will give it away. This last one. And Dorf has called out Expert.
Yep, Expert's just called out the Bulldog in return. So Dashby's been seen. Yeah, Expert needs to really think carefully about how much he values his penthouse apartment here. He needs to find another building.
I'm sure he's
ASAP.
fine. Expert taking a look around just to make sure he's not going to get bamboozled here, but nope. The UK forces have spread their entire platoon out across the entirety of the city. It's quite wide, but they're also pretty stacked on the east. 3 squads worth in the east. They have 1 squad that's spread out over the western side. If you imagine the divided highway splits the city east and west. There's 1 squad that's covering the west side here. They're moving from building to building, and they're gonna meet the most resistance here real quick. Darkness, 2156 and Arcady aren't looking this direction. Maybe Arcady, no, he's crawling from building to building, so I think he's gotten suppressed. Some of these guys have been suppressed already, but Oddball, Garrett, Skelly...
Is Moss clear?
Potentially could be...
Look what you know what I said earlier about Alpha Guido being the assaulter? Look at what Alpha's doing, leading from the front. I mean, I don't even think he's an SL. But he's leading from the front, and they've managed to get way down south of Mosque, occupying some buildings, ready to push, I imagine, down the south side of this split MSR moving east-west.
There were going to be 3 squads moving north of Mosque, south of Mosque, and straight through Mosque. And that's exactly what you're seeing. For the most part, maybe they're detouring Mosque. 2 squads have moved. 2 squads on the east side of Mosque. 1 squad is moving pretty much directly across the street. Dixfolk and Modern Death are going to climb this multi-story here and look around. Muff and Ibanaz and Nova. I thought they were in that multi-story, and they've switched buildings here. I thought they were in the multi-story next to the road, and they're in the small building over here now. I think they may be looking to shoot a Bulldog. Meanwhile, Frederick's just going straight in.
Man,
he's got a buddy with him, but
these guys do not care. They're
pushing straight
about.
through. This was Dorf's command. They weren't gonna screw around, mess around. They were just gonna go straight to it and move.
Oddball's pulling back. His entire squad is
Alright, 3, I'm gonna have to ask
is pulling a lot tighter now. They're giving up a lot of ground to the north here.
Hearing rifle fire.
Ooh,
I think Expert got engaged. Wait, what?
Oh no, Zaki's taking damage, but I think it's full damage. I was like, Expert's 1-manning against the entire platoon.
Dixfolk and Modern Death are actually on the roof opposite, and they're both peeking him. I think Modern Death's trying to talk. No, I think rather it's Dixfolk might be talking Modern Death on the target here. If Expert peeks out again, Modern Death might actually hit him. Because guess what? Medics have SUSATs, and there is a small zoom there.
Yeah, I'm holding.
Because British medics all have either SUSATs or optics, and SUSATs have the smallest zoom. So
has he 100% called him out on that?
Not that I've heard. He's doing nothing but looking in this direction, though.
Oh my word! Expert, look at Revy is within 50 meters of his building, and he hasn't seen them.
Now,
Revy is beelining it for him.
Matter of fact, Oh, well, that's also because Dorf called out Expit's position about 5 minutes ago. Before they even pushed in the area, so they know that there's a squad leader on top of this building. They don't know it's Expit.
Well, yeah. It's not a great leap of logic to work out. That is a high-value building, and therefore likely to be...
Revi and Nova's actually taking some shots up the road here.
We got shots over
I
here.
got contact right here, south.
And then they were both run back up into the adjacent multi-story. I wonder what they were doing. Were they shooting anyone? I guess they might have been trying to shoot at Boogie, or maybe they tried to take a shot at Dashby in the gun of the...
have you seen what's going on Grinder Island? Specifically that there is an entire squad hanging out behind... Command just went down. Expert has been shot.
Oh no. What a dummy. Alright,
I mean, he had plenty of opportunities to get out. But
what is going on? So, Grinder Island, Grinder is a reference to one of our other operations where INS hold this island and US have to get on this island and clear off INS. It's called Grinder because there's no easy way to do that. So it is a literal meat grinder that US throw themselves into to try to take this island back.
It looks like it's a mounted element. So they came over with the Logi trucks, I assume. But if they try and drive those Logis back, they're gonna die.
Might be bad news for them, but depends on how quickly British forces would be able to just turn around.
I mean, if they push in now, they will utterly wreck British forces. Utterly. But at the moment, they're just sort of... I think they're in the wrong op.
I mean, the plan had to have been... because Vindication's the only one looking right now, and they haven't called this out. So the only reason they're over here is to actually move in behind them.
Yeah,
that is the only reason.
It's a counterflank.
Yeah, but I wonder... Moneyman's dead. I'm trying to figure out... There was another casualty. I saw a worm go down earlier. Building-to-building fire. INS doing pretty well there. 3 kills for INS, 1 for British. And that was Expit. So Lima Bean goes down. Wow. Oof. First of all.
It is actually very far.
I wonder who that was. Might have been Merrick. I think it was Merrick.
Not really understanding what this this bulldog in the west
was Merrick. So Merrick got Lima Bean on the top story, just hit Terrapin as Terrapin was looking out the building, that same building. Whew, what a shot with an SKS. Yeah, this guy must be purely distracting.
It's just way out west. Not really sure what the value of that is. They know 3/4 of the platoon are by mosque. So
well, they also don't know that they're about... if he pulls up to the bridge, he's going to get a nasty awakening. I imagine that Phoenix has got to have a lat with him or something.
And speak of the devil, he shall appear. It looks like the bulldog is pushing up.
Yep, not an NSA spy, has AT loaded.
One casualty.
And he's just prone here, waiting for the bulldog to come his way. I guess once the bulldog turns around, not as an NSA spy, is going to try to take a shot here. Everyone is hiding. This is... Phoenix got a fire team over here.
I mean, the thing that we learned last round is these things, they are literal tanks. But once you take out the gunner, they are basically just metal boxes with a man inside. It's not really that threatening. So, you know, even if they just get the gunner there, that's worth it, and that's a valuable British asset that would have gone astray. Bindi squad still on the island.
They're
Update.
moving closer, maybe? Dorf has called out contacts to his south. That's D-League, Sledev, Windy, and Lego Dude. They've killed a couple people, a couple British in the buildings to their direct north. Triton's the only one left, the fire team, that was meant to keep security on that road.
An Ethel squad. Okay, this is really interesting. Evan, Liberal, and Demon Einstein are in great position to flank this team, or at least make them ask questions of themselves.
Ooh, that's weird.
But actually, if you look at the way that Phoenix has now set this up, he's boxed in to some degree.
Someone's watching stairs, right?
90% of the British platoon. Demon Einstein, Evan, and Liberal Pundit. Yeah, sure, they're doing a great job there. But actually, this platoon can't move out, and realistically, they need to be bringing Vindication back in on this flank and start sweeping through and squeezing them.
I mean, although British are starting to look south now, I want... Oh.
There's a fucking 9-story building east of 4.
Oh, Windy went down.
Windy went down, but I think they lost their squad lead. Yeah, squad 1.
There's a fucking 9-story building east of them that they need to clear out.
So, a little bit of confusion here. Bartok, Hitbust, and Sethers, along with McClary, they're running in towards Oddball. Oddball's building. Oddball's the only one in his building, but he's on top floor, so... British slowly pushing in, but they haven't really been making a move. And look at... Oh, I thought Vindication Squad was moving out. Vindication's been hit. I wonder if these guys have been spotted.
I think Vindication has just called out Alpha Guido in the mosque on the towers. That is crazy. So Alpha Guido has been spotted on those minarets from Vindication. This isn't an extract location. I still don't know why Vindication's over here. Ethel's having his whole squad just basically stop people moving south of the... Oh, and Oddball's just gone down.
Yep, they that was Bartok and company clearing out his building.
Yes, no, that's correct. That's correct.
Oh, here we go. Dix Folk and Modern Death. Muff gets 2. Imanaz may have got... Actually, that might have been Imanaz.
BVD. This is an important kill if they get him.
They're both upstairs. Imanaz had a bandage, so he's gonna try to throw a frag. He's throwing it in the front room, so... Whoops. So, is Muff just gonna kill him when he goes up to the stairs?
BVD has to get out of here. He should not be one-man pushing this building. He needs to wait for Revy and Raptor to turn up. It's suicide to be doing this on his...
Come stack up with me. Come stack up.
Yeah, he wants people to come
Revy,
to him.
Provide cover from the second story there, looking GC
And Revy's gonna cover from the second story. Revy's getting in position. Might have a shot on Muff if he steps to his right.
Yeah, you can cross safely.
Oh, they're gonna C4 the building.
Or Revy.
Yeah, that's not right.
Continue to cover these doors on my right. And
We'll see if it actually kills. C4 has a pretty small damage range.
Bring up C4. It's right through this door here.
Well, you learn all about that in
garage door.
The SOTT advanced course. Shameless plug from...
Ooh, Revy's gonna plop a charge right there. Imanaz not moving, maybe... No, no, he's moving now.
He might be alright.
No, Imanaz will be fine. Unless he... Oh, well, he gets back in the broom, so I don't know if you heard that charge go down. We'll just hang out here and see what happens. You can see Imanaz through the window.
It's gonna go boom.
Here's the charge.
It will. A few more seconds.
Let's see what happens here. Will Imanaz get kill? Will Imanaz be kill? Nope.
Right,
0 damage. The C4s... The time C4 charges are... Yep, Revy's coming in now.
There's no one here.
Okay, it's clear.
Here comes BBD. The last words out of BBD Runner's mouth were, "It's clear."
And that is a huge hit for the British. Losing a an SL,
Oh my god.
and half of a squad just to this building alone. Really nice defense from Muff Bandit and Imminals. Both rounds actually, Imminals played really well. Looks like Frederick's gone down. There's some goons gone down as well. Oh my word, British are losing so much over here on the west.
Yeah.
Darkness and Skelly. They've got a foothold with Bartok in
Quick
the middle
scratch
here,
shot was, I think it might have been trying to shoot Darkness. Whenever he got target confusion, he shot up Frederick. So a little team kill there.
The good thing for the British is that Ethel squad over here in the east has got messed up. Sledev holding a corner maybe for Terrapin and Triton to come in. Zaki and CS Money moving in as well. Sledev is sweating bullets right now. About to get pushed by Triton. Triton goes down. PPSH gets Zaki as well. Really strong play. Vindication squad still haven't moved.
Sledev reloaded. Yep. Oh no, he's dead.
Let me touch you.
Whoa.
I mean, that was they did enough damage. He did enough damage there on his own.
Okay.
What's that?
I screwed up my camera work there, but that was neat.
Oh, Ethel's gone down. That's an SL down. Not sure where from. I think it was
Might be the
Evan. Yeah, Evan watching the alley.
Yeah, there were some British forces up the alley. And the Bulldogs moving in. Any mines down? Nope.
Copy, I'm looking.
Bulldog on the west pushing up to the
Oh,
bridge.
okay, here we go. So maybe non-NSA spy is gonna have a shot here.
Still going.
He's still got front armor facing him, so... Oh, the turret's looking around here. I wonder if he's gonna spot anyone.
Oh, they could pop him. They could pop this turret. British getting dangerously close. Bartok, Sethers,
Yep.
Yeah, so the gunner's going to be watching the point. The gunner's going to watch the point. The driver's going to watch the road north. Not an NSA spy. Ooh, pops his head out. Pops his head back in. We have to take the gunner down. Not an NSA spy. Draws AT.
Squad 4 is down to one guy plus the Bulldog.
I'm going to see if I can find out why Vindication Squad is over here, because I've checked the op doc, and I cannot see the tactical value in him being out here. So there's something next level.
I wonder if they're
going on.
waiting for British to move to a certain point. Like maybe their go word is like the British get on the objective area. More explosions. I see dead bodies flying.
Bulldog, do you have the Western Bulldog? Do you have eyes on the roadblock?
Apron.
Multiple's dead over here. There's a lot of British gone. What happened to Muffin? Wow, everyone died. British have been clearing house. The Bulldog is actually in the... Oh my god. The Bulldog's in the neighborhood. Just going from building to building and just throwing explosive rounds through walls.
It's there's only about six, seven, yeah, 6 in it. It's close.
INS 20 kills, British on 14. Ooh, NSA spy and Cooliest guy are walking around the backside. They're going to.
Oh, you beauty! You absolute beauty!
They're going to try to get a rear-on shot to the Bulldog.
No idea.
And there's no one on British team has any idea about this. The only way they're going to be able to do anything about it is the Bulldog is off. So if they hear NSA spy crawling up this road, that might be the only thing.
They won't hear it over the servos in the turret. If he keeps moving
the gunner
that
probably
turret,
won't hear it.
But the
actually, the gunner's getting shot now.
Oh, he turned around. Oh, no way.
The gunner's got shot. I think Skelly took a shot
at him.
He's gonna
see him. He's gonna see him. He's gonna see him.
Oh, INS screwed their own chance to get a pure kill, a pure hit on the. Wow.
But I mean, the fact that this opportunity presents itself at all is ridiculous. Like, as you should not have your armor this far away from the friendly infantry element, because that's exactly what people will try and do.
NSA spy, you tried your hardest and you got screwed over. It's not your fault. Anyway, Phoenix loses his AT capability.
Guy in front, front.
Coolest guy drops quick scratch though out of the gunner turret. So not all bad news there. But Uncle Niner, they're gonna take the Bulldog away. So smart move. Too bad it took a. Wow, too bad that had to happen for that to. What is this other one doing?
I mean, I think they're trying to get a crossfire, but that's not going to work anymore. Uncle Nine has pulled all the way out. I think he needs to go and pick up another gunner, and then go back to that position.
Where is the insurgent AT right now? I mean, we just saw none of this spy get killed, but no one else is going to shoot this Bulldog?
It's on Grinder Island because they still haven't moved.
Hey,
very stressful. Why are they not moving?
Okay, that rally point building has not been cleared because otherwise the rally would disappear.
There's 4 guys currently holding gas station. There's 2 guys north of the road. There's 3 south of it, and the rest of the platoon is behind, substantially far behind the
British organizing for push on the actual point. I mean, there has to be communication breakdown on INS.
I mean, yeah, Vindy's. Well, the thing is, Vindy has called out stuff. Okay, they've mounted them back in the lodges.
There's a PPSH behind us, guys.
The engines are starting. This is good.
Well,
and they are moving.
Here we go. Now we can see if the big play is all worth it. INS still up, 21 kills, 16.
Can you still use it as a good fire support platform?
They're gonna go around north. The only person is gonna be Uncle Niner, and Uncle Niner's ditched. They've ditched a They've ditched not the Bradley, the Bulldog. So Uncle Niner's just gonna run in on foot here. I guess.
Make much sense. You could.
I wonder
the
why.
crewman isn't the crewman isn't required for the Bulldog,
gunner turret, right?
Gunner.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's no reason to dump it. Meanwhile, Vindy's entire team is moving in like some sort of. Okay, it's not really a QRF now that they got to walk 600 meters to the point, but irrespective, that's gonna hurt.
I think they just took some shots at Phoenix. Phoenix was poking his head out. Oh, I think they saw Storm too. Storm's got himself a sapper, so I wonder, or he's got a Raider. Excuse me, he's got a Raider kit, and here's his only job is to cover. Oh, he one taps him with the PPSH. Dash me out of the gun turret of the with the Bulldog.
Oh my word. They're really gonna regret dumping that other Bulldog now. They have absolutely no heavy weapons available. Boogie needs to pull this Bulldog out, grab a rifleman.
Dorf is next door. What in the world? Command is next door to Storm.
This building?
What in the world? They try to shoot a frag in there and it doesn't really hit. But Storm gets shot through a window.
I don't get shots worked out. There's about 4 dudes in this building south of him. So Dorf is going to have a little bit of backup now.
Oh, guess what? Vindication's here. They're coming down from the north. Entire squad.
Oh no! No, they're going too far west. They need to be staying east.
I don't think anyone has eyes on this. Oh, they put C4 on the barrels.
C4's down, you better move.
And Raptor Force is gonna gun for Boogie's Bulldog here. They're not looking anywhere. So let's see, how much damage does the C4 do?
Yeah, hold up.
If C4 takes down the stakes of all these barrels, then that's it. All they gotta do is run away. Nope. Halfway. They're gonna need at least another charge or 2 to clear out all the barrels.
window, 4-story. Left
There's
side.
a few stragglers. Harv, Snowfall, Nova. They need
Boogie
to
spots Nova.
4-story, left side window, top 4.
Nova tried to peek there.
Not that 4-story. 072.
And Nova just peeked it again.
Oh, I see.
There we go.
Oh,
Bartok got him. Bartok just throwing laws around like they're candy. Like, just throwing them around like they're free.
C4 on that roadblock, otherwise dig it down.
Harv and Snowfall. Still out in
here
the
we go.
east. They need to push back west and try and catch these guys in the rear.
Raptor Force just got killed.
You lost your gunner.
Vindy
Scrubbius got hit. Scrubbius hit. That was AT that was about 10 meters short. That was a tandem warhead that was about 10 meters short there. Unfortunate for Scrubbius. I wonder if he's going to be able to rearm. They have the Logis over there. They might have enough ammo to rearm a tandem warhead. Actually, they don't. They ran away from him. So, and another C4 charge.
Oh shit!
Gets into the gun of the Bulldog and gets everyone away from the windows. And Salty Potato has the last job. Oh wait, no, he's gonna... Salty Potato puts another C4 charge down. So, I wonder if this will do it.
I mean, the problem now is that INS don't have any presence to the east.
So let's see how much damage the C4 will do. That does it! British can now extract. Mission accomplished for British forces. What are they gonna do now?
They should just mount up everyone in this impenetrable box.
Dwarf calling the extract immediately, and he dodges a frag rocket. Or actually, there had been an AT that missed the Bulldog, which should be sad because Bulldog's a stationary target, showing the ass of the Bulldog straight to everyone there. It should have been a hit. Scrubbius tries again, but I think he actually got a hit on the side armor there.
Okay, so an update. It is 25-25. So it's dead even, but British obviously only have to go for the extract. It looks like they're going for the one in the south, which means Vindy and Hawk, who are two original SLs, need to be rallying their guys and working out a plan ASAP.
Boogie's just rolling himself out here. He's driving the Bulldog by himself. Now the entire force has to make it back and secure the area. The only British person... actually, Uncle Niner is still alive, isn't he? So it's Uncle Niner, who's not in command... Yeah, no, he is in command comms. So I wonder if he just thinks he's stuck here. He's gonna try to run away. So it's just Muffs and Uncle Niner that are north of the highway now.
Oh, if he goes back and gets the Bulldog? Oh no.
No, I wonder... I think he's just gonna try to... I think he's gonna forget about it. I think he's just gonna try to make it.
I think he's straight up lost. Like, there's some questionable route picking here.
Well, he's just trying... He doesn't know the map, I don't think, very well. Uncle Niner actually might get a chance to see the Harv cross to his left. Yep, he's matter of fact, he's talking in local to himself right now, so... He doesn't know he's on the stream. And if he does, ban incoming. But, Uncle Niner is actually on the tail of Harv and Snowfall here. INS guys that are running south. Ooh. Is this the comp? Yeah. They're gonna try to get inside. What? Why wouldn't they go to another extract point instead of taking the extract point that has people in it? Boogie's dead. And now they have to clear the point. So
I mean, this is a pretty alpha. This is a pretty alpha male play here. I mean, if your extract point is occupied, we'll go for that one. Like this is ballsy, especially with Clay J. Clay J's on the bridge. Now the question is he go straight back in, or does he try and flank round and take out Straggle? It looks like he's going round.
I mean,
try and take out.
Why? Just pick another direction no one is going towards. Makes a lot of sense to me.
Does Niner see him? No, he doesn't.
He doesn't really have good shots on anyone. He might have a shot on Liberal Pundit, Salty, and Mr. Muffs, but...
INS
not
are
good for
destroying an
INS.
empty bulldog for some reason.
Maybe they just want to destroy something.
Snowfall on the
INS still
half.
hand up here.
Still miles away from the point. Not quite sure what their plan is. They're taking it very cautious to go. They're going very fast.
I think they're going to cover another extract point, maybe? Or maybe they just went too far. But INS have a pretty strong hold here. Dwarf's by himself now. Uncle Niner's caught up to the point. It's just 4 British on the point now. So they have to clear it out. It's not happening. Oh, Evan's actually still up, but he's dead now.
Yeah, this is turning for the. This is turning now for the INS.
All Dwarf had to do was just not go to the occupied point, and there would have been an extraction, and British would have won. Oh. INS force is too close for helos to extract. Yep. Uncle Niner kills someone, and then Uncle Niner gets shot through a window. By Kuba. Kuba's on a roof. This is bad news. Dwarf and Chameleon are in the same building. Dwarf's gonna... Actually, he's actually cut off. Chameleon is trying to peek a mirror.
They know the resources there.
Dwarf's dead. Kuba comes in the back door, and I can't think of anything nice to say there, so we'll move on. I think that's actually no, that's not it.
No,
Liberal Pundit is not in a building. If he gets out of here and if he runs away right now, how great would that be? If he runs away to another extract point and actually extracts.
If he goes to another extract point and wins the round just by running away,
that's all he's got to do. All he's got to do is extract. If he extracts, British win. But the odds of that happening are pretty slim. Mighty's actually coming towards a window right here. He might have a shot if he decides to look at it. Nope. And I'm getting a reminder from the admin here that extract ain't coming if there's INS forces. Oh, I think Kuba just saw him.
Oh, he has to see Cuba.
Yeah.
Oh, Cuba.
Oh no. Someone who is dead doesn't... Oh my god. Yeah, Kuba saw him. He just threw a grenade right at him. And that's it. So, British, technically accomplished their mission, however, aren't organized to extract cleanly. Oof. That is it for Operations Day. Thank you, Oddball, for coming along and talking with me today. It's been fun.
Well, it's fine. If I was Oddball, that would be great. But sure, I'll go with Oddball. Like whatever.
Okay, it's been a long time. We've been doing this for I haven't talked with anyone else. I haven't had anyone else co-casting for a while. God, sorry, Blackbeard.
It's no.
Oh my god, that is so bad. No, we're not saying the Brits are Brits, Zeke. We're not saying no, we're not doing that. Okay, so right, we're done. That's that. We have operations next week.
Just remind me to put you on point for the next operation.
Yeah, that's good. Command. That's good. I deserve that. I definitely deserve that. We have ops next week, Wednesday and Saturday. I believe we also have I think we have a post-scripted mission tomorrow. If I'm not mistaken.
I'm commanding it. Yeah, I'm commanding it. So everyone come along. I think it's open to everyone, I believe.
Yeah, open to everyone. No basic required, is my understanding. So if you're interested and you have post-scriptum, come on along. We could definitely use bodies in that operation for sure. We would love to have you guys participate and get a little taste of what it's like. Maybe you don't have basic, you want to see what Squad Up's all about. Come on over here and give it a shot. Maybe you'll like it, maybe you'll take basic. If not, just, you know, come along, because it's post-scriptum. Fun times. And we have a few operations. We also have a small mini-campaign going on around the 4th of July. That's going to be on the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. Or maybe this is the 3rd, 4th, and 5th. But those are on the calendar. If you have basic, sign up for those. I believe we're also offering... we're offering advanced the next Sunday, the Sunday after next. Rather, after tomorrow, so I guess it would be next Sunday. But anyway, all that's on our calendar at squadops.gg. If you're interested in participating, sign up there. Start your process, get yourself to basic, and you can sign up. Then play some operations. Alright, I've said enough. We're going to sign off for Blackbeard and everyone else here at Squad Ops. Have a good night.